Hey everybody, Jeppy here, and welcome to the long-anticipated Chamber Agent lore video. You guys have been spamming me to get the video out, so finally here it is, and man, it won't disappoint. Chamber is a man of charisma, expertise, and an assassin with a whole lot of secrets that he won't tell anyone. So let's see if we can uncover those secrets and get to the bottom on why he is here and why he frequently interacts with his mirror double from Mirror Earth. So everyone, leave a like if you're excited and subscribe so these lore videos have a better chance to get recommended to you if you enjoy them. So Chamber, who is he and why is he here helping us defend Earth from Mirror Earth? Well, there's way more to the story that we need to talk about first if we can answer those questions. First of all, Chamber is a very confident, well-dressed man with no apparent radiant powers at the moment. His home country is France and his voice lines are riddled with the French language that really adds to his charm and character. He always has to look good, and sometimes I feel like he prioritizes that more than the mission.
Okay, last looks. You all look wonderful. Me, I always look good. We are ready.
None of this a win is a win nonsense. We should win big and look good doing it.
So Chamber is a guy that will go 110% to do what he has to do, and he will use any means necessary to do so, which leads me to the very important mission he deployed to rescue Brimstone and Viper when they were trapped that ultimately led to him being recruited into the Valorant protocol. So in Chamber's trailer, we hear the echo of Brimstone and Viper aboard what looks like a possible teleporter that bridges the two worlds of Earth and Mirror Earth together. We have no idea why Brimstone and Viper were trying to investigate there. I have some theories, but that's totally another video for another day. But ultimately, the pair got beaten down and captured. We don't see Viper, but Brimstone appears to be suspended in a pyramid-shaped containment cell thing. Now, Chamber somehow knew about them being held there and deployed to rescue them, but he couldn't do it himself, and oddly enough, he recruited his double from Mirror Earth to aid him in the mission. This is so incredibly cool to see, guys, as we finally see some agents on the Mirror Earth and agents from our Earth collaborate, or at least are somewhat civil with each other. The only other agent that we know of to ever do that is when Sova spared the life of his mirror, but we never see that. He just talks about it in a voice line.
Sova, I spared you when we first met. I can't let you go again.
Anyways, back to Chamber rescuing Brimstone and Viper. So after some badass action scenes of Chamber showing off his skills against Owen-looking statue monster things, he gets close enough to the pyramid. Then Chamber's mirror takes out his tour de force sniper rifle to snipe the crystal powering the containment device. But here's an interesting little detail I noticed that definitely leads me to believe that while on the outside the two Chambers are willing to work together, they are by no means trusting each other. Look how he lines up the shot on Earth's chamber for just a few seconds before shooting the crystal. Interesting. Well, anyways, they save Brim and Viper, and I'm assuming that Chamber was then recruited into the Valorant protocol as a thank you for saving my life. I believe this took place after the events that Chamber and his Mirror Earth were a part of on the map Fracture. We'll talk about Fracture in just a little bit. Hang on for that, it's actually some really good information. But I managed to find a voice line that kind of makes me believe Brimstone may not even like Chamber very much. Yes, Chamber did save him, but maybe Brimstone sees something in him that others don't. I mean, he is very secretive and doesn't really share much information with anyone, but here's what I mean, guys.
Please, Brimstone, I'm your key to the other side. You should at least pretend to like me.
So Chambers said that he's the key to the other side. I bet he means he's the key to visit Mirror Earth from the teleporter. So maybe that's why Brim got trapped, because he was trying to go to Mirror Earth. I wonder why. Well, let's go over what happened at the Everett Linde Research Lab located in Santa Fe, New Mexico, United States, which happens to be the map Fracture that we play on in Valorant. I went over this in great detail in my video where I talked about why we shouldn't trust the kingdom in Valorant. It's a great video and I recommend you check it out if you want to learn more about Fracture and the kingdom as well. Anyways, we know a disaster happened here that quite literally sent a Fracture through the top secret research lab, splitting the map in two, with the center of the disaster originating at the Radion Collider in the middle. Now, in Fracture's reveal trailer, we see a hint that Chamber, and once again his mirror double, collaborated to destroy the lab. They destroy the collider by intercepting each other's bullets by their tour de force sniper rifle at the heart of the collider, causing this tragedy. Their intentions for doing this is apparently due to the opportunity it created.
Incredible that something so small can create such opportunity.
The two kingdoms from our Earth and Mirror Earth were working together collaboratively to likely benefit both of the planets, and the Radion Collider was probably what was going to do that. Well, for some reason, it was not important enough to Chamber and his mirror double, as they blew it up anyways.
It is sad what happened here. Such a terrible accident. One that I had nothing to do with. I should go before someone recognizes me.
This makes me kinda not like Chamber in a little way, because if the collaboration between the Earths were going to be successful, then maybe the mirror agents wouldn't have to come over here to steal our Radiant Knight anymore.
Oh no, invaders here to take our Radianite. I'm sorry, let's go shoot them.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out the real reason why they destroyed the research lab in the future, whether it was for their own personal gain or because they were hired to from some outside person. But the disaster that caused Fracture wasn't the only thing that led to a catastrophe he took part in. Before Chamber joined the Valorant Protocol, he worked for the French military, performing as a private military marksman. After that, he was a weapon designer and manufacturer for the Kingdom Company, so it might be likely that the weapons we use in Valorant were ones designed by Chamber. Pretty cool. But the Kingdom also utilized his mind by having him work in some capacity on a teleporter likely to transport people and products from Earth to Mirror Earth and back and forth, I can imagine. Well, the teleporter didn't necessarily work as intended and was then placed on a cargo ship and sent to the sea to probably a new Kingdom facility along with crates of Radianite. Well, that cargo ship crashed on an island in the Bahamas. This became the map Breeze that we play on. Now we know Chamber worked on the teleporter from these voice lines on Breeze.
Be careful near the ship. That portal does not work as intended. Such a bad investment.
Now, Chamber is someone who gets along with pretty much everyone on the Valorant Protocol, besides Brimstone not really liking him too much. There really isn't anyone else, maybe besides Viper, that has a problem with him.
Viper, don't pretend you're not happy to see me. You're smiling on the inside, I know it.
I'm actually even surprised that Sova even likes Chamber for the time being, considering Sova hates Cypher because of all the secrets he holds on to. So I also think Sova would hate Chamber for his secrets too, right?
Sova, now here is a man of principle. But you have broken rules before, yes? Ah, of course you have. Did you all see Sova? Impressionnant, this man knows what he's doing.
Speaking of Cypher earlier, we know that Chamber believes that Cypher is extremely important and may not even realize it himself.
Does that Cypher know how valuable his secrets are? I should be careful. Be careful with my secrets, Cypher. It is better, I think, if we stay friends.
Some other agents on the Valorant Protocol that Chamber really enjoys are Killjoy and Reyna. Killjoy because he likes her style of clothing, and Reyna because of, well, what she does best, kill and destroy things.
Killjoy, I could never wear that jacket, but on you, superb. Reyna, I must say how nice it is to work with you. It is so hard to find partners with your experience.
One Radiant on the Protocol caught my eye while researching for this video, and that Radiant is Astra. It appears that Chamber is extra nice and respectful to her.
Astra, it is delightful to see you. I'm at your service, mademoiselle.
I mean, she is the guardian of the cosmos, but I think it's because of something Chamber wants, not because he necessarily respects her.
Ah, the other Astra. If she dies, take that metal arm for me, would you? Merci. Now, let's take a look at this hand of yours.
Oddly enough, it looks to me like the gold that surrounds Astra's arm, where her power is contained, might be the same gold material that is embedded into Chamber's face and arm that you can see. I wonder if the gold on Chamber harnesses power just like Astra's, or it might just be for show to complete his elegant look. What do you guys think? But I also found something that reinforces the fact that I think the relationship between Chamber and his mirror double are only to benefit one another, and no trust is developed with them. When Chamber meets his double in a match of Valorant, he tells of how the deal from earlier is off and how he should have known not to trust him.
Who is that well-dressed man on the other side? Ah, the other me. Of course. Oh, our deal? It's over. Sorry for the late notice. You knew not to trust me.
So I think at some point betrayal will be upon us. Well guys, I think Chamber will play and has already played a huge part in Valorant's lore. If you think I missed anything or if you have any theories about him, then feel free to tell me in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe notifications if you're new. Now with all that being said, Jeppy out!